Hey guys, Spartan here, and I'm here with another video. So, how do I view the deck? I swear there was a button to quickly let you view a deck from the collection thing, but yeah. So, recently I made this deck, when I was cooking, and I may have burnt it a bit, but this is a bit of a bizarre deck that I, just fumbled together, and it works fairly decently, actually. So this is Triple Plague, Deathrattle, Deathknight, which is something that I've never seen anyone cover. I don't watch too many Hearthstone YouTubers, really, but I have not seen any of them do this. So, what's the goal here? The goal is to use Deathgrail on something like Dr. Stitch and Sew, or anything that has Silk Stitching played on it. So this gives a minion a Deathrattle to, cast a spell that costs 4 or less when it dies. And, yeah, that's basically it. If you can stick these on some, multiple minions, then it's good to, it's just good. You can win and have a bunch of tokens on the board. And then you can cast Grave Strength for 4 mana and absolutely annihilate your opponent, because nobody plays around Grave Strength these days. Nobody. Every deck runs at least a Frost or a Blood Rune to, like, play, I don't know, Morn Paw or Reska or something like that. This deck doesn't. Also has Hellier. Hellier is actually probably the weakest card in the deck. So, more specifics to this deck, it has Mosh Pit to give something reborn. Giggling Toymaker and Replicating Menace. Like, Replicating Menace alone generates 4 corpses, Giggling Toymaker is 3, meaning that if you reborn like Giggling Toymaker, then it refunds the 3 corpses you spent on Mosh Pit, because this isn't just undead, this is just anything. And, yeah. It's also got Sylvanas in the deck. Sylvanas can use Death Growl, and if you reborn a Sylvanas with Mosh Pit, Sylvanas becomes really fucking annoying to deal with, as in, you really can't keep your board and kill her at the same time. So if you just have enough health, your opponent usually ignores her, and then you can cast Yelling Yodeler to steal 2 enemy minions. The value. Hellier isn't really here for any particular reason aside from the fact that Hellier is good. And I run the Down with the Ship package because this deck has, like, no removal. Like, aside from anything I can generate off Necrotic Mortician, and maybe something with Rush generated by the 1 Farmhand and the 2 Toy Snatching Geists. Yeah, doesn't really have much. So, no, it's not worth running the Plague Drain, it's too slow. Rank reset, like yesterday. So, let's get into it. These will probably be... Actually, no, it's still early enough in the season that the people that rank reset are probably just climbing up with their high rank legend decks or whatever. Control Warrior. I have fought Control Warrior with this deck exactly once. This is actually a pretty good hand against Control Warrior because they draw a bunch of cards. Usually you throw away Hellier and Down with the Ship because they are not particularly good. This deck is kind of an aggro deck. I hesitate to call it an aggro deck though because it has so many value generating cards. But yeah, if my opponent plays a 2-drop, I'll just Down with the Ship, coin Hellier. No. I'm going to coin my, Geist. One of the best cards you can generate off this thing is, good old buddy, old pal, Sylvanas. If this thing dies, I'll Necrotic Mortician, if not, Thessarian. It looking like a Thessarian turn. Yep. So you can generate shit like Reska, and Reska is still a very powerful tool for this deck since Death Growl is a thing. I'm gonna shuffle 7 Plagues into his deck. Control Warrior still draws a whole bunch of cards each turn, so this will hinder it a bit. Buy the Ebon Blade, Thessarian says. How much does it cost? You never told me. What a draw. What a draw! That deserves a wow. So yeah, hell yeah. 4 mana, 4/4, deal 4 damage. Make your opponent's hand cost 1 less. That was a Watcher of the Sun. Not particularly the most dangerous thing. Is that a Holy Spring Water, maybe? Inventor's Aura, the worst one. Actually, no, I still say Boogie Down is worse. I don't really need corpses in this deck. But I guess Eulogizer will do. I'm just gonna go face here. I need to kill the warrior. The warrior is the one who wants to stall this game out. Not me. This is an aggro deck. Yeah, I have a 3 mana, deal 3 damage, which isn't the best deal, but it's something, I guess. Art Blossom. Probably should have used that on your Burrow Buster. Well... I'm gonna discover something here. Dead Air. Destroy your undead to resummon them. Not the worst thing. You know what? I'm just gonna do that. It gives me back a full HP Thessarian with Reborn. Thessarian is kind of just really annoying. That sucks. It's especially annoying. Well... How much damage do I have? Not enough to kill. But... this is a very annoying board. Even though it's 1 minion, it is 1 minion that I can easily buff with Grave Strength for lethal. My opponent really doesn't have a way to deal with this, aside from Reno, and doesn't have Reno. It's too early for Reno. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get Grave Strengthed. Nobody plays around this card. Nobody. I had another 4 damage, but didn't need it. I had another 7 damage, actually. I got down with the ship face. But yeah, not good enough Control Warrior. So I'd like you watching the video right now to write a comment if you prefer these longer videos or the shorter videos. Because last video I made was a highlight video. It was actually a really good video. I put a lot of effort into it, despite the fact it was 4 minutes, because it was 4 minutes of like a highlight of one match. And it was nice, quickly jump cut and exciting. But fucking nobody watched it. That video has like 40 views, while the shitty Shaman deck showcase, the triple S I like to call it, I just made that up now, it has over 1,200. Which, why? Why do you want to watch the terrible deck? That deck was not good. I'm considering dusting half the cards that I crafted for it. I crafted double Flash of Lightning to play like that deck. Actually, no, I crafted double Flash of Lightning to play a different deck, but still, why? Wonder how well my matchup is against this deck. This is probably the Fatigue one, not the No, it's Excavate, okay. Interesting. Really? He pulled Heart Blossom off that? Piece of shit. Well, I hope he doesn't have a second smokestack with him. What do we got? Hardcore Cultist. Myra Manipulator isn't bad either. Because I will have 5 corpses next turn if this 2-1 dies, and I can kill the 4-2 if it lives. Not the best spread here, but it's probably still the best play. Didn't kill the 3-1. Okay, that's interesting. Well, I still have control of the board. For now, until he plays like 1 card. Was that quick drawn? Yeah, it was. Lucky him. Top decked trolley problem on 3. That or I'm just not paying attention and he had no spells in his hand. I think this deck runs a lot of spells though. Obviously Snake Oil was not in his hand. But is he gonna... He's got a... Okay, no, that was quick drawn. Otherwise... Oh yeah, he had the coin! What am I talking about? I'm fucking loony. Okay. That's a draw. Reska is good. Probably is definitely just the correct choice. I was kind of wanting to save this until you played Fracking. Because Fracking tends to destroy plagues. And like every Warlock deck runs Fracking. It's tracking, but F. That's a draw. Not going to attack with my Mortician. Right, I need to draw something that copies Deathrattles, like I want to draw my Yodeler or the Death Growl. Because Reska's becoming very cheap. If I can just stick some Annoyatrons and have them copy Reska's Deathrattle, that's great value. Good stats for the cost, you could say. Okay, no, it's not good stats. We need to have an emote that just says no, so whenever this thing says, "Wanna hear my playlist," you can respond with the only actual answer you're ever going to give this fucking thing. So this is, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 corpses on board, if everything dies. Means Reska becomes free. He's got Dorian in his deck. Well, Frost Plague means that he can't play whatever he draws, thankfully. I wasn't even paying attention to what I shuffled into his deck with the other spell. You know the one. There's my Silk Stitching. So I'm gonna play No Muncher here. Kills Dorian, and that really matters right now. Got 5 plagues in his deck. That's not as much as you'd think. Only like 1 in 4. Not even. Oh, it's Jerry. Well, I keep my 1-1 guy alive. This is a guy, right? No, it's a woman, okay. Hard to tell with these little mini portraits. Hey, Grave Strength, you appeared slightly too late. Mishmash Mosher, why not? This clears most of the board. It has a chance to clear everything, but it needs to not hit Jerry. Okay. By not hit Jerry, I obviously mean not hit him until last. Because he would have had 1 health, and he would have traded in as a 6-1. That's bad. This deck doesn't run Reno. It can't. I don't think I can win at this rate. So, what do we got? I think this is a rip right here. It's giant. I have spent, like, very few corpses. Crazed Alchemist. I'll probably pick the Qualdia. I'm taking a big risk and playing Reska. Did not get Sargeras. I think I just lose here. Because, actually, if I get enough plagues in his deck... Here comes Pop Guy, he's gonna do something stupid. Oh, that's a fell spell. And it's free, no less. He's probably not going to send everything to the void, so the 3-2 stays alive. Okay, the 3-2 does not stay alive, he's playing the sludges. Gonna summon the 6-6s. Yep. Well, actually, they're 6-8s now. Yeah, I'm not drawing my Death Growls. You may think this deck has no draw, but it has plenty of value, which is generally what you need. Also, if you run draw in this deck, it just never shows up. And by never shows up, it mean like... I mean like, what's the word? Stole the worst minion. Again. Well, Sargeras has one last ability to him. He'll have to clear his own board if he wants to bother attacking with this 6-attack minion. He's going all in. But it's probably going to work for him. What are you doing? Horror Buster. Okay, so he's not using Sargeras' ability, so I don't have to worry about him for now. Corpse farm, I guess. Who knows? Maybe he won't send everything to the Twisting Nether. Why is he not drawing any of those plagues? Like, it was 5 before. It's 7 now. Oh, there's Tyrion Fordring. Okay, that's going to cause him to use his ability. Surely. Reverberations. No, he's killing Tyrion. He wants that a weapon for himself. Don't run Viper in this deck. What did that cost? 0. Oh, Azurite Chunk. He doesn't run Reverberations. He got it randomly. This is such an annoying card. They say Puppet Theater is annoying, but I'd say this is worse. It's cheaper. And it's removal at the same time. Like, yeah, you can copy the Primus and it kills itself, but... can't copy Tyrion and have him go to 1 health. And cast Down with the Ship. Hey look, it's Grom. Alright, well... he's gonna use his ability now. Leroy, Poisonous. I wish this didn't take so long. But yeah, Sargeras on 9, it kind of screwed with me here. Also, never drew those Death Growls. Or the Yelling Yodelers either. This is the worst draw luck I've seen for quite some time. Yeah, he's not drawing Plagues. And I can't draw my good cards either. Watch, I'm gonna draw Death Growl now and it's not gonna do anything. Da 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 da.
I have no time for games.
Your soul is mine.
Hey, I got the snake. Wonderful. Am I dead here? I am most likely dead here. Actually, yeah, I'm definitely dead here.
Feels good.
Hey look, it's all the plagues. Yeah, he has a Tyrian sword ring. That's the name of that sword, it's the Tyrian sword ring. But yeah, got unlucky there. Is this deck good? It's actually pretty good. I had a decent win rate, and I played a bit of it before the rank reset, so it's not the worst thing. You can win with it, unlike the last deck, which had one win when it drew absolutely perfectly. Hearth's second cousin. It took me too long to realize that Hearth's name does not have an E in the first bit.
New song begins.
I think it was Hearthstone Brew. No, it's Hearthstone Brew. I'm gonna throw away Deathrattle because I just want a minion to play. And if I don't draw any of my Deathrattle minions, then what do I do? This deck runs, like, no 1-drops. I'm pretty sure it just doesn't run any. So the best card you could hope for early game is, Mining Casualties. What you got, man? Brewmaster. Not gonna coin out Mining Casualties for that. I don't need it. What's he gonna do? Brewmaster is Brewmaster. Probably would have been a better play than, Hero Powering Face. Like, it would have effectively been, giving a minion +2/+1. Because he keeps one Brewmaster in his hand regardless. It's a 0-card loss. Of course, he got Splish Splash Whelp off of, that thing. Yeah. Let's play this, see what we get. Damn, Farmhand would have been pretty good if, had the mana to play it. If this was one turn later, could have coined it out.
All exist in harmony.
Ah, yes, Druids, the kings of mana cheat. You truly are the king of bullshit.
You have earned an eternal.
Get Helliod. Oh, what a draw.
That feels good.
At least seem to have a battle cry to place one plague on top or something. I won't turn down an extra 2/2, especially when Grave Strength is only one corpse away, which I can, in theory, ghoul charge, coin Grave Strength. It's not something you ever do. Actually, I did it once against a hand buff paladin because I needed to clear the board. I still lost that match anyway because my opponent had the best hand imaginable. Yeah, I didn't record that. Is this going to be swipe? Nope, going for more ramp. Figures. Figure balls. Lamau got him. Trading. See what's in the toy snatching geist. Darkthorn Quilter, probably.
Run for help.
There's a good chance this kills the 4/1. That is the desired outcome.
Fill the skies with a cascade of sparkle.
Okay, well he's filling his deck with random garbage as well. We'll all fill his deck with random garbage. Together. Now where's my Deathrattle minions? I haven't drawn a single one yet. There's a Mosh Pit. But Mosh Pit is, quite frankly, not a Deathrattle minion. I was gonna fill the board with some trash. I was hoping that would kill the 2/1, but these 1/3s deal with it decently well enough. So he's gonna shuffle more legendaries into his deck with the Brewmaster. Honestly, this is much better on me than them getting a second
Fill the skies with a
Rheastraza or whatever it's called.
sparkle.
That is the one that it is, right? I probably shouldn't have played a Mosh Pit in between my minions. That's kind of bad positioning, but I've yet to see a Deathrattle minion. I just shuffle my hand back into my deck with Gaslight. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Is someone there? Nope, nobody there.
Hopefully I can draw something a bit better. Okay, I drew a Deathrattle, 2 Deathrattle minions. It's gonna be a ENR, isn't it? I bestow these gifts upon the world and then just refresh mana. It's basically just a free 5/7 with a 5/5 taunt. Crystal Cluster. That's my favorite member of the Donkey Kong family, Cluster Kong. Silk Stitching.
Everybody needs a castle.
Yeah, Foam Render's not bad, I guess. Yeah, I'll just play that. This does force out a Rustrot Viper if he has one. He's got 20 random legendaries in his deck, which he'll probably draw, though. What legendaries can remove this weapon?
Bestow these gifts upon
There is MC Blingtron. Where's me Death Growls, bro? Okay, as long as he didn't get, like, another Crystal Cluster, that would be fucking awful.
the beauty of
Did not draw a single Plague off that, okay. I know I haven't cast any of my Down with the Ships, but... He drew, like, 6 cards. He got Drum Circle, okay. That's probably even worse. Alright, well... Time to reach for something, I guess. That is, something, I guess.
shouted from the mountaintop.
Well, it clears the board. In the end, isn't that all that I was trying to do there?
Absolutely mind-blowing.
It's fucking stupid. I expected to apply the effect twice, and not apply the effect once, then proc it, then apply the effect again. But... if it works, it works. That is awful. Let's give this something. Cold Feet, Corpse Farm, down with the ship. Let's give him a Corpse Farm, why not? And, just gonna down with the ship face and give this Reborn. Kills the 5/4. Is it just Unholy Plagues, really? What has he played this game? Oh, he has Reno in his hand. Fuck. Yeah, Toy Ranch just kinda killed me there. And I don't have my own Reno, so I can't kill that. Yeah, I thought I could come back after that board clear, but no, he just had a good legendary. Toy Rantis is kind of like overstated, like incredibly so when you think about it. I mean, a 6 mana for a 7/7 with taunt that can't be targeted by spells or hero powers, and upside if you play it later on. That's crazy, man. But yeah, I think it all went downhill when he got that stupid little whelp off his scarab. Okay, this is a bit of a better board, not better board, better hand. Of course, it doesn't have mining casualties, which is the card you are looking for. Just 4 corpses for 2 mana, and 4/4 in stats. But getting Mosh Pit up early, so you can Mosh Pit Replicating Menace, generate a shit ton of corpses, more than refunds itself. And there's Grave Strength too. So if my opponent plays recklessly, this is an easy win. These are some hot doo-doo feces. I guess I'll take a 2/1, why not? It's free. This is a Twin Fin Twin, or whatever it is. Two 1s for 3 mana. Drew Drilly the kid when he can play him. He had a coin, but still. It annoys me. Hey, mining casualties. You're actually here at a good time. Blood and Frost. Watch as he draws the blood and the frost before I play Hellier. But if just one of these guys in there, a little frail ghoul dies, I can reborn. Replicating Menace. Sets up Grave Strength. Is much better to draw now for him than to wait for later. When he has more plagues, or if I have Hellier. This wouldn't be a bad Replicating Menace Death Growl here. Does fill the board a bit too much, actually. I'm just gonna throw that down. I've got plenty of time to flood the board. And that trades really poorly into my 1/3s. Oh, that drew the Frost Plague. Ziliax Deluxe. I know rogues play this card, but I still didn't expect to see it. Discounted by the goddamn thingy bob. There's just no Muncher here. It trades really well into Ziliax. And it allows me to get rid of it immediately before it kills my 1/3. Stick Up is going to get a trolley problem. Okay, it's not trolley problem, otherwise he would have picked it instantly. No, it was a trolley problem. Okay, he was just deliberating. Why did he prep that? Oh, Villarock, okay. That explains it. Incoming insane value from my opponent. Breakdance? Yep, okay. Understandable. It's a second mosh pit. I do not have enough damage to kill him at any point soon. So I'm just going to save my Death Growl. I'm going to put these both to 3/2s. So he can't just value trade and then trade into some 1/1s or whatever. Gonna hit his face with a spell? What? I always thought he had a cupcake here, but no, it's like a piece of azurite. Totally does just look like a cupcake of sorts. In case that's freezing trap, I'm obviously going to hero power first. Wanna hear my playlist? No. Never want to hear your playlist, it's god awful. Okay. Probably shouldn't have hit that one. I get some healing here. What is that spell? Probably Ice Trap. Velorok costs 1. Death Strike. That's annoying as all sin. Could simply just mosh pit my replicating menace. It clears the board. Okay, it doesn't clear the board, it clears a lot of the board. I can dump Grave Strength and that clears the board. And this isn't just for this turn, it is a permanent strength buff.
Wow! It looks just like me!
Bloodrock Shovel. Just really going face here. Strange. That's a very questionable play. Because, like, I could kill with double Grave Strength. Obviously, this guy is not playing around it. Ice Trap. Nope. Well, I have to clear the board. Gonna dump my second mosh pit. Well, my opponent still has a bunch of resources from Velorok. His hand's almost full.
It is me! It is me!
And that Azurite Scorpion. Flash of Lightning. Mage Secret. Another shovel. I don't know why I'm acting so surprised. This is kind of like bog standard mage here. What is that secret? It's like Rat Trap or something. Well, Runthak is the best here. These are both taunts, but that's a mech, so it has like some synergy. Corridor Sleeper is way too slow here. Yeah, I'll just do this. Let's just give these both Reborn. It doesn't keep the Deathrattle when it comes back, obviously, but... I don't know if... Well, actually, I really just don't think my opponent has 10 damage from hand. And I've got a taunt on the board now. Death Strike. Why would you do that? You know it's got a taunt inside it. He's got more removal somehow. Yep, Shadow Core Distort. That's my next Runthak. He may have underestimated exactly how many Deathrattles I had. What else does he have in his hand? Motherlode Drake. Well, there goes my Yodeler. What have we got now? Oh, I can't play this between my minions because they're all mechs. That's annoying. Mishmash Mosher. Clears most of the board. It does clear the board. Oh, it's just Ice Barrier. I thought that was a more dangerous secret. I have a 10-10 on the board, at least. I really should have played, like, this in the middle of them. Rock. Well, the fact that he's not going face is a relief to me, but I think he's got Tess or something. Dubious purchase. What has he played with Tess? Trolley Problem, Ice Barrier. Some pretty dangerous stuff. Okay, that's a bad draw. You know what? I'm gonna Deathrattle that. Was Rat Trap. Should have played around it. Let's see if he's smart enough to know how to clear this board properly. He's probably just gonna go face. 9. All he needs is the Glowstone Gyre Worm or Pocket Sand, and he kills me here. Actually, Pocket Sand is not lethal. Actually, no, wait, it is. Never mind. Arm Hand. Oh, Stalactite is lethal. Damn. Got close, but, got a bit unlucky at the end there. That Death Strike kind of saved him. Also, early Velorok when I couldn't answer it. I'll do one more. I always record these for way too long, and then, I get tired and I forget to, edit them down. I don't do too much editing for these long videos. Save that for the short videos that nobody ends up watching. Aha, lol. Yeah, I had to use my Grave Strength. Too early. And no, Tomb Traitor. Tomb Traitor in this deck would not help. Because I run like 3 Plague cards in total. And I kind of want those Plagues in my opponent's deck. Right, what we got? So far, nothing. And this is probably a Control Priest. Fortunately, I don't think Control Priest is particularly good against this deck. And Control Priest is, it relies on stealing your opponent's good cards. This deck doesn't have any good individual cards. It has a bunch of garbage that is meant to OTK the opponent. Wow, these are trash. Well, it's something, I guess. One of the undeads die, I can, Mortician. Is this control? It probably still is, just runs 1 Crimson Clergy. The Kvaldir is nice. Anti-Magic Shell is kind of good, but... eh. Anti-Magic Shell is probably the best card to get off of Silk Stitching, though. That was a bad play. He knew I had that in my hand. He doesn't have any way to remove that, does he? No, he doesn't. Okay. There is Sylvanas. Right on time. Well, I have an 8-6. He probably has a Funhouse Mirror, however. That kills it. But that is 3 mana to remove 1 minion. When I have 3... No, actually, no. You have 3 other minions on the board.
The future is
There is kind of nothing of value in my hand right now. Like, no Muncher is nice for him, potentially. But it's nothing too great. The only card he can actually play is the Qualdir. Probably doesn't play that in general. This is a Deafen, isn't it? Yeah. Probably questioning why I'm running that in this deck. He's like, what? I don't understand. Sylvanas is the best card here. I'm gonna Hero Power because he couldn't clear this 8-6 last turn. So there's a good chance he can't clear it this turn. Because he is one turn off playing Armenthul. No Melia. It certainly is a card. I'm gonna drop my 6-mana Sylvanas. See how he responds to this. Because if he wants to play the board, he's gonna need to do something, and Priest kind of isn't good at dealing with that, outside of, like, you know, Funhouse Mirror shenanigans. Also, there's nothing in my deck that properly removes Sylvanas. Mining casualties. Ha! Gonna mosh pit here.
Let none survive.
This is the juiciest fucking Armenthul potential possible. But if he does, Sylvanas Yodeler has a chance to just steal it from him and tip the game in my favor. Top decked ETC. He's probably got, like, Deafen in there, maybe? Yeah, he's got a second Deafen. That sucks. Put so much value into that. He top-decked that ETC, by the way. Top-decked. Okay, he took the Geist from Lazul. Might just play my other 8-8. He took Mermy. Wow. Well, I can start flooding the board at some point soon. I'll use Stitch and Sew right now. He either Renos me here, or he has to deal with some annoying garbage. That's the most stats. That has Rush. I'll take a 2-1, I guess. Oh, top-decked Frostplague. No Reno for you this turn. Actually, I have lethal. Because that's 11 plus 9. You know what that means? 22. It's actually more because I have the hero power. That a word, Ruin? Murazon's the eternal asshole. He's gonna deal 9 damage to all minions. He should have attacked with his Mermy first. There is nothing he can pull that doesn't do the thing. Doesn't kill Mermy.
I have no time for games.
Alright. This is gonna force his Reno, but I need to get it done sooner than later. And if he's going to have Reno, then I need to reborn Sylvanas anyway. Well, I might as well. He's well playing me, so that means he has Reno. Here it comes. Looking for a standoff? Blah, blah, blah.
It's against me.
It's to be expected, though. I go back to full health. It's not like it matters. His deck wins by, soaking me out. That's not a word, but... Okay, that's a mind control. Hey, kill it with Yogg-Saron's random spells, will you? Blood tap. Dive insect. Wow, holy shit. Actually turned it into a better minion for killing me. That is really goddamn annoying. Well, he's back to full health now. I'm on 22, but I'm gonna get hit in the face with Ragnaros this turn. He's overloaded, but I don't think it matters. He can still play, like, Elise, and then pull Armenthal from his deck. I know this because I play this deck. Yeah, where's my Death Growl? I seemingly have never found them and my proper Deathrattles at once. Playing Ignis. Is this going to be a 5-mana weapon? A 1-mana weapon wouldn't be the worst here either. Gonna hit my face, right? Yeah, to be expected. What's my Grave Strength? Again. Smack him in the face a bit. This is not lethal by any means. Unless he leaves up a full board of random bullshit. Which he won't, he's a priest, he has like a million board clears. A million taunts as well. With plenty more on the way. That doesn't actually clear the board. Hit me in the face, Rag. So that's 5. Yeah, that's lethal. Reno this, bitch. Good to end on a win. Sorry, buddy, you didn't clear the board every turn. And you know what that means. You lose. But yeah, I'll have the deck code for this deck in the description. It's not as bad as my luck probably made it seem there. But yeah, it's pretty fun. You can get surprise lethals like that. And yeah, It's Bob has gone online. I do not know who that is. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, of which I don't know what it'll be. But yeah, until then, goodbye.